My poor fur baby. He doesn't know how to cool himself. He is walking in the water, in the shade of the tree. Hi guys, and welcome to Different Russia channel. Now it is so hot in Moscow. During the daytime the temperature is about 40 degrees centigrade. That is Sheffield swimming in the water. My poor fur baby don't know how to cool himself, so he constantly is in the water. And now almost all the Muscovites try to escape from Moscow, because in Moscow it is hotter than in the country, because there is no wind, there is asphalt everywhere. It is difficult to breathe, no wind, no fresh air, so everyone tries to escape as quickly as he can. So, and in this video I want to tell you where do Russians go on weekends and during the summer period. How do Russians spend their vacation, their holidays? I think this topic will be interesting for you. Sheffield. So those people who have dachas, small pieces of land with summer houses, those who watch my videos know what is dacha. If you don't know, you may watch the playlist. Right now the link to my dacha playlist is in the corner. So those who have dachas try to escape from Moscow, from the city to the country. So what do they do there? They go to the forest, they swim in the river, in the lake, they sunbathe. That is the cheapest way to escape for 2 days from Moscow. Those who do not have dachas, but they want to also have a rest of this enormous heat, they go to the parks. There are a lot of parks in Moscow, and there are a lot of fountains, and people swim in that fountains. Besides, there are some lakes in the suburbs of Moscow, and many people go there during the day and they return in the evening. He goes out of the water for maybe 1 or 2 minutes and then he's back in the water. As for resorts in the suburbs of Moscow, most all these resorts are very expensive and ordinary people can't afford to have a rest in that resorts. That is very expensive. For 1 or 2 days you will spend maybe 20,000 rubles. So that is too much for ordinary people. Now about the summer holidays. For the period of holiday during 1 or 2 weeks that all the people have during the year. Most of the Russians try to take these holidays in summer. So what do they do? It should be said that all the Russians like everything foreign. And if you are going to open your business here, you must name your products with some foreign name. You must give a foreign name to your company, because if you name your company with some Russian name, no one will buy your products. That is nonsense, but it is the reality. All the Russians prefer everything foreign, and they copy a lot from foreigners, from Americans, from Europeans. Maybe that is because of our history. I don't want to go much into the politics, but maybe this situation with enormous love for everything foreign because of our history when our country was closed. I don't know if it is possible to say with iron curtain. In Russian that is called железный занавес, iron curtain. So that means that no one can go abroad. We had to stay inside the country. So I think you all know that period of our history. And now even many companies, Russian companies, they call their products with foreign names. For example, a very famous milk company names their products Wimbledon. They have a very funny symbol that is not a bear, not a donkey, and the name of this product is Wimbledon. So and people like this name, they like the products, and that is a very successful trademark here in Russia. All the Russians prefer to go on vacations to other countries. They prefer to go abroad. But as you know, just a moment, Sheffield, met someone there. So, we have come to our Dacha finally. As I have already told you, all the Russians adore everything foreign. They are fond of everything foreign, and that also concerns their summer holidays, where they go to spend their summer holidays. For many years, the most important countries were, the most popular countries were Egypt and Turkey, because the prices there were relatively cheap, and even ordinary people with not big incomes could afford once a year to go abroad to Egypt or to Turkey for 2 weeks. So everyone could afford that summer vacation. But as you know, there was a terror attack, and our airplane with almost 300 passengers aboard crashed in the Sinai Desert, and our government and Mr. Putin immediately closed all the avia flights to Egypt. all the passengers were evacuated from Egypt during 2 weeks, and from that period there are no Russian tourists in Egypt. And still the borders are closed. There are no flights from Moscow to Egypt and from any other Russian cities, and you can't buy tour to Egypt.